Hey guys, welcome back to Science Kids and Life Skills Vikhyath Kiran. So, today we're going to do something special. We are going to learn Python. So, Python is one of the world's most used coding language. So, let's see. So, introduction to Python. Python was created by a person called Guido van Rossum in 1989. There's a funny story behind that. He was inspired by TV serial Monty Python. So this is Monty Python TV serial. So that's the story behind it. So initially in 1989, when Python was created, it was not at all well received because it was very slow. Uh, yeah. So and it is famous in modern times because it's more productive than most of the coding languages like Java, COBOL, or SAS. So Java, COBOL, and SAS are coding languages. So now people are shifting to to Python because it is more productive and it's more easier to read. So it is easier to read the code because the code is separated by indenting, unlike all the other languages, which is separated by the greater than, lesser than, or bracket. So if you have seen our HTML video, you might have recollected that in the tags that we had done, we used the greater than, lesser than symbol. So Python is actually separated by if you give a space between it, it'll be separated. So there's another fun fact. What takes about 60 to 70 lines of code in Java can be done in 20 lines of code in Python. So that's how easy it is to do in Python. So that's why many companies and projects are shifting to Python. So now we're going to start to learn to code in Python. So today we'll be learning about two concepts. One is declaring a variable and the other is to uh, type text in Python. So let's first learn how to declare a variable in Python. Declaring a variable is very simple in Python. Here's the syntax. So it is x space equal to space 120. But in COBOL it's really hard. You have to specify is it a string, is it a number, and so on. So if as you can see, the Python is more easier than the COBOL script. So let us see an example in Juniper Notebook. It's actually Juniper Notebook, not Jupyter. So let us. So you might be thinking, what is Juniper Notebook? So Juniper Notebook is somewhere where you can practice your Python. So I'm going to show you that. So search Juniper Notebook. So you can either download it or you can just do it on the browser. I always do it on the browser. So here click on try it in your browser. And here click on try classic notebook. It's for Python. So it will make a repository for us. So let it load. Okay, so it has loaded. So it'll show connect kernel ready. If it's showing kernel ready, then you're ready to go. So okay. So now it won't show anywhere where you have to type. So click on Shift Enter and then click on Run. So as you can see, they are letting you type now. So I'm going to show you how to declare a variable. So let's do x space equal to equal to space. So let's just assign a value to x. It can be a string. A string is like text in as a variable, or it can be a number. I'm going to do a number now. So let's now you have to press Shift Enter. If you press Enter, it will just go to the next line. So press Shift Enter. So now the variable is saved. I'll just give another variable which has a string. So here you need the quotation marks just like in the HTML. So let's say hello. Ready. So now you can. So these two variables are saved now. So numbers are green, strings are red. That's the syntax, and that's how it will show. So now we have seen an example of declaring a variable. So now one more interesting thing is you can just do math problems in Python. So solving math problems in Python is really easy. So we use slash for division, star for asterisk for multiplication, plus for addition, and minus for subtraction. You can even solve problems with the variables you have created. So let us see an example in Junyper notebook. Okay. So let's say we made one more variable called y, which is 220. Um, okay. Now let us add x and y. It will give you the answer. So x plus y. So let's try. As you can see, the output is 340, and it's the correct answer. Now let us say we do. Um, mm, let's try adding this 120 minus. I mean subtracting this. Wait. So you can either add your variables or subtract a variable, or you can just type in numbers directly. So we have seen that example. So now we are going to learn one last concept in Python, which is typing and printing text in Python. So the command to print some text on Python is easy. Here is an example. So it is like print, and then you give a bracket, and then you give quotation mark, hello world. So the above example is an example of printing a string, in this case hello world. So let us see an example of this. So let's go to a Jupyter notebook. Okay. So now we're going to give print bracket. So if you want to print a string, you can give quotation mark and write it like this. Or if you want to type a if you wanted to print a number, you can just directly type it in the brackets. So let's say we give okay. As you can see, it has printed Vikhyath, as I have given print Vikhyath. So now let's give try to print a number. Mm, so it has printed 168. Now I'm going to show you something else. If we say print x, it gives you 120, and if you remember, x was declared x as 120. So that's it for today. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.